PirateCaribbeanGamer.com, RepVI.com. I'm just overwhelmed with the amount of crazy players we got here. We got another A-class player here, Ryan Hart.
Hello.
Where you from? How long you been playing? Give me the rundown.
My name is Ryan Hart. I play for Team Mad Cats and Team Western Wolves. I've been playing, I would say, for about 19 years. I've been playing professionally for maybe about 10 of those years. And it's been a very long road for me, you know. It's been a combination of various fighting franchises, Fatal Fury, Real Bout, King of Fighters, Tekken, Street Fighter, Virtual Fighter, Mortal Kombat. There's been, a long list of games that I've played over the span of the time that I've been playing for. It's also been really interesting, because amongst those different communities you meet different types of people, you come across different types of gamer, different types of mind, different ways of thinking, because the games introduce different styles. So, to embrace those styles, you need to have a different way of thinking in comparison with other fighting games, and that's also really interesting. So yeah, I guess that's just a brief intro. I'm a 3-time Guinness World Record holder as well.
Wow.
So I'm in the Guinness Book of World Record, which is a nice achievement.
That's epic.
I've won the Evolution World Tournament twice. A while back though, once in 2004 and once in 2008. Tekken Tag Tournament 1, which is in my opinion one of the most real games out there. Like, it's a real man's game. Yeah, Tekken Tag 1. And I also won on Tekken 5DR, which is also just as manly. So I'm quite proud of those achievements. I've won lots of tournaments in Europe. I've won tournaments in Japan, tournaments in America. Where else? In Kuwait. So yeah, I've actually got the world record for winning the most tournaments worldwide, which is quite good. But I've been playing for quite long, so I've had.
So who sponsors all of this?
Well, before I was actually sponsored, I used to just pay my own way. I used to save up my money. I work full time. I save my money and go on trips. And hopefully win the tournament there, and then use that money if I wanted to go to a different tournament and stuff like that. Later on, tournament organizers would start contacting me to be a host, to be like a special guest. Sorry, not to be a host, to be a guest that they would like to host, and I used to go to tournaments like that as well. And then when I was but going back a bit more, my first sponsorship was actually with with Namco. Namco sponsored me, but it was on a very, very low level. It wasn't like now.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very low. Everything local. They'd pay my travel from home to the arcade. They'd pay my credits at the arcade, and they paid me to eat.
Wow.
So basically management decided that if they paid me to play the game, I would make money faster for them, because if people played me, because I beat everyone so quickly, it would be faster. They'd make more money than if everyone just played the computer, because they'd beat the game and that would take a long time. So having me on the game earned them more revenue basically, and they saw that as a business angle and decided to work me in from there.
So I have one question to ask you. How do you practice or perfect your skills while still working?
I think it's a part-time thing, the practice stuff. Obviously now, I've kind of got into doing more traveling, then obviously there's slightly less work, or work has to kind of fit into my travel, so I'll bring my laptop and I'll work using the internet. If I've got internet and my laptop, I can work. So that's how I've kind of got around that problem. Not actually having to physically be in an office, really helps. So, but before I used to just, I'd have my office day job, and then in the evenings I would practice, or on weekends we'd have sessions, friends would come around, or we'd go to the arcade together, and that's how I worked it. Same with during college as well. During college I'd study after, I'd play after college and on weekends.
So you had a balance.
I think life's always about having balance. It doesn't matter what you do, whether you're a master chef, whether you're a fisherman, whether you're a pilot. You can't only do one thing. I think you should always have a balance. Anything hobby-based. Obviously, if you have a religion, then you live that. But I'm just saying, outside, things like a passion, like a sport. I think it's good if you don't do it all the time. In a sense, it's good if you have a balance, because there's times where you actually need to have a break. You need to just have a time out. Collect your thoughts in another way and come back to it, and that can also help you improve in that particular sport.
Well, what I've been seeing so far is that the moves and the way these guys are playing is unreal. It's like you gotta be psychic to know what these guys are gonna do next.
Oh yeah, it's so fast. Everything is played so quickly in real time. It's not like a chess game where, although it's super intellectual, you have a lot of time. Unless it's a timed game, of course, you have as much time as you want to decide your next move. So unlike that, this is all happening 60 frames a second, and you need to have super fast reactions to be able to kind of react to what your opponent is giving you. And it comes down to, sort of hand-eye coordination, your reaction speed, your intelligence, how crafty you can be, how sly you can be, how clever you can be, how intelligent you can be in how you put your game style together. And, not only just knowing what can be used when, but actually being able to apply what you know. And, those are things that are really, really important at high level.
Well, I want to ask one good question.
Okay.
Stick or controller?
Stick. Controller is very good as well. I assume you mean control pad and joystick, right? Control pad is really good. I've seen amazing players on pad, so I can't deny that you can get to super high level on pad. I can't deny that. But I personally believe that all these amazing pad players would be even better or just as good on stick. There's definitely no bad side to using stick. I think that for whatever you can do on pad, you can do on stick the same or better. When it comes to movement, stick is definitely better. It's been proven over times during the course of the Tekken franchise, during the course of the VF franchise, Virtua Fighter, that is, for those who don't know, Virtua Fighter series by Sega. But movement is very restricted on the control pad because of the thumb, because of how the thumb is designed on the human hand. If you look at a stick, if you look at a joystick, there's a lot more dexterity involved in how you can apply your movement to a joystick. And I think that it's definitely easier over time to use a stick. I know it might be difficult at first to pick up a joystick and play, but I think when you get used to it, you'll definitely realize that your movement is more fluid and you have more control over your characters.
Yeah, well, because I was talking to my friend Kevon, and he said he never going to stick.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's tough. I've got a lot of friends who play pad, have played pad religiously their whole lives and kind of can't really make that transition, But I do believe that when players that use pad, I mean, a lot of the players that are happy not to switch are the ones who haven't really found a real difficulty on pad, a real difference. They haven't been able to notice. And I think on Street Fighter 4, it's not easy to see the difference. If you play other games like Tekken or Virtua Fighter, it's easy to see that joystick is definitely easier or better, definitely. It's just because Street Fighter doesn't really push you in that way. It doesn't really push your movement. It's a very stiff game in that sense. You're either walking forwards or backwards or jumping or dashing. So apart from that, movement-wise, it's quite limited. But Virtua Fighter and Tekken, where there are very, extremely technical movements, you need to have a joystick, and that's what it comes down to, really.
Well, I am gonna wrap things up, but before I wrap things up, where are you from? I hear in the accent. Where are you from?
I'm from London, England. My family are from Jamaica, though, Kingston, Jamaica. Okay. But yeah, I'm from London, England.
No, I want to know.
Yeah.
Are you a Whovian?
Guys, I need injustice topic. Where's the injustice
Doctor Who?
topic players? Please come check in.
Doctor Who? Wow, I never thought I'd get asked that question in an interview. Giving away my age a little bit, but I'm actually a John Pertwee fan. He was my favorite Doctor Who. Super old school, but that was my favorite Doctor Who. I liked him as a Scarecrow as well. He was top. He was top.
I'm a Whovian to the ground. I say anytime I hear anybody from London, I want to ask him that question.
Yeah.
But awesome. But I want to ask you, are you enjoying VXG right now?
Yeah, VXG's been great. I've had a fun time. The tournaments have been cool. They've had the right games, games that I like to play. So it's been fun for me because they have the game set that I came to play, that I wanted to play. All of my friends from America are here. Well, most of them, and it's really cool that I've been able to come here and reunite with all these cool guys again. Shout out to Stanford Kelly, shout out to Filipino champ Dominion, Gamer V, Markman. All these guys. It's really great to see everyone here. And I'm really happy, and I can't wait for next year.
I can't wait for next year. It was nice talking to you, man. CaribGamer.com. It's awesome meeting the. I don't want to call you a legend yet.
I've been legend for years already. My grey legend belt is getting dusty already. The legend belt, that's getting dusty. That's done already.
Oh man, I love it.
We need a new word.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Like we gotta go above legend now.
No, but the thing is, a lot of people don't know my history. They see me from a lot of the 09ers come into the scene and they see me, but I've done all the stuff that their heroes are doing now years before they started playing. I won my first world tournament in Japan. Not many players can say that. You know what I'm saying? I won my first tournament on King of Fighters in Japan. King of Fighters is one of the hardest fighting games ever.
But that's in their territory.
Yeah. So,
you went in their hood, beat their game, and then come back and what? Origato. I'm sorry, but
I'll be in Japan what? You like sushi?
Oh man, I sure they were just cussing in Japanese like, who this black man is? Who the black man? Who let him here? But that's cool, man.
They were really nice. The first time I went to Japan, they were so nice to me. They looked after me. They treat me like a family member. You know,
I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. 'Cause I had friends from Japan and they like mega cool. So look, man, it was nice talking to you, man. I really enjoyed this, man. And you gotta come to the BVI, dog.
I'm down. I'm down.
All right, cause we
down.
know
You
you know.
on it, though.
Yeah.
I'm so down. All right.
Carib Gamer is gonna bring the legend. No, I take that back. Legend times 2. Legend times 2 to the Caribbean, man, because this is what we all about. Gamers uniting, having a great time. Awesome. Well, represent. All right,
Shouts to
man.
Mad Cat. Shouts to Western Moors. Peace.
All right.